My husband's been banging his secretary for a full year. 3 years into the marriage, I finally found 365 hotel receipts on Derek's phone. Each one listed the date, the place, and her name, Brielle. My hand shook so hard I could barely keep hold of the phone. The shower was still running in the bathroom, and I sat on the edge of the bed feeling the whole world collapse around me. 365. An entire year, which meant that from the second year of our marriage on, he'd kept this thing going with Brielle, the secretary at Rolls-Royce. I thought about all the little signs this past year. He'd stay late at the office, rush to Rolls-Royce on weekends for emergencies, put a passcode on his phone and carry it into the shower. Most obvious, he stopped touching me. Whenever I reached for him, he'd say he was tired or had work waiting. I told myself it was stress. Brought him soup, gave him massages, like an idiot taking care of his health. Now I knew all that overtime was date nights with Brielle. Those weekend emergencies were just hotel receipts. The bathroom door opened. Derek stepped out in a towel, hair dripping. 3 years ago, fresh from our wedding, I'd loved the sight of him after a shower. Thought it was the sexiest thing on earth. Now it turned my stomach. Olivia, what's wrong? You're pale. He came closer, hand reaching for my forehead. I flinched away. I'm fine. Probably just tired. He frowned but said nothing and started pulling on pajamas. I studied him, hunting for a flicker of guilt or panic. Nothing. He looked perfectly relaxed, even humming while he dressed, as if he hadn't just slept with another woman. What is this man's heart made of? Oh, I'm traveling for 3 days tomorrow, Denver. That project meeting, he said, tugging on a shirt. I almost laughed. A business trip. Another honeymoon with Brielle. More like, sure, I understand. I fought to keep my voice level. Want me to pack for you? No need. I'll have Brielle handle it. He said it so naturally, as if having your secretary plan your trip were routine. To me, every syllable stabbed. Letting the mistress schedule the tryst, then telling your wife it's work. Derek, you're brilliant. He fell asleep the moment his head hit the pillow, breathing steady. I lay awake all night. Scenes from these 3 years replayed in my head. College classmates, he'd chased me for 2 years before I said yes. Back then he was gentle. Brought an umbrella when it rained. Cooked porridge when I was sick. After graduation he joined a big Rolls-Royce. Promotions coming fast. We dated 3 years. Married without hesitation. The first year was sweet. Anniversary surprises. My favorite restaurant on my birthday. He arranged it all. When did it sour? About the time Brielle arrived at Rolls-Royce. A year and a half ago he offhandedly mentioned the new secretary. Young, pretty, super efficient. I'd teased him. Careful the pretty secretary doesn't steal you away. Righteously he'd answered, what kind of guy do you think I am? Now I knew, exactly that kind. Worse. In fact, dawn came. His alarm rang. He got up to wash. I pretended to sleep. Olivia, I'm off. Be safe while I'm gone. He brushed a kiss on my forehead. Same as always. The kiss made me sick. Last night in another woman's bed. This morning a casual kiss for the wife. How does he do it? When the door shut, I opened my eyes. I speed dialed my best friend, Maya. I need your help. What's wrong? Olivia, you sound awful. I think Derek's cheating. I want to hire a private investigator. A short silence. You sure want me with you? I need you. I'm scared I'll fall apart alone. After hanging up I took a long breath. So, you're off to Denver tomorrow. Derek, let's see where you really go, and with whom. You think I'm still the clueless Olivia who believes every word. You're wrong. Starting today, I'm peeling off every mask you wear. That afternoon Maya brought the private investigator her friend had recommended. The man looked to be in his 40s. Professional vibe. Sue, I'm up to speed. Your husband's flight to Denver is at 3. My partner's already at the airport. I nodded, stomach churning. 3 years of marriage, and I'm hiring a tail. How long for results? If the affair checks out, 3 days max. Photos, video, hotel receipts. We'll have them. Maya squeezed my hand. Olivia, are you sure? Once you hold the proof, there's no rewind. I gave a bitter smile. 365 receipts. Maya, what rewind? But what if it's a mistake? Maybe those receipts, no mistake. I cut her off. A woman senses these things. I've just been lying to myself. The investigator packed up. Sit tight, Sue, and act natural. Don't tip him off. After he left, Maya and I sank onto the couch. So, she asked, if it's true, will you divorce him? I was silent a long beat. Of course it hurt. 6 years together, 3 married. But betrayal is betrayal. No excuse counts. I will. I won't share my life with a man who cheated. Financially, though, you're not working. A divorce? My heart sank further. After the wedding Derek said his salary covered us both. Told me to be a full-time wife. I'd thought it romantic. Maybe it had also been calculated. A woman woman with no income can't easily walk out when she finds receipts. I'll get a job. I'll start from zero if I have to. Maya nodded. Just say the word. That night the house felt freezing. On prior trips I'd text Derek, "Have you eaten? Rest well, baby." Now the memory shamed me. The husband I fussed over was in another bed, and I'd played the loving fool. A new message, Derek on WhatsApp. Checked in. "Everything's good. Get some sleep." I stared at it, finally typed back, "Okay." The next 2 days he sent the usual updates. Normal. Affectionate. I replied on cue. Inside I was dead. The third afternoon the investigator called. "Sue, we've got everything. May I come over?" Half an hour later he arrived with a laptop and a folder. "Brace yourself." He clicked open a photo. Derek and Brielle, fingers laced, walking into a hotel. Next, a shot of them inside the room, blurry through glass, but unmistakable. "Here's their folio, room 1205. 2 nights, 3 days. He slid printouts across the table. "Brielle, 27, single, broke up 6 months ago, works under your husband." I scanned the pages. Oddly calm, anticipation had numbed me. Anything else? Plenty. Her spending spiked the last 6 months. This handbag, 30 grand. These shoes, 15. This necklace, 50. He tapped the pictures. On her salary. Impossible. Your husband bought them. I did quick math. Almost 100,000 in gifts. Our joint savings were barely 300. He'd blown a third on her. For our anniversary, he'd given me a $200 purse and preached thrift. "Sue, want us to keep digging? This is enough." I tucked everything into the folder. "Your fee? 3. You can Venmo." After he left I spread the photos on the coffee table. Derek and Brielle embracing, kissing, like college sweethearts. She really was young and pretty. No wonder he'd fallen. I studied myself in the mirror. 30. Only 3 years older than her. Married 3. Comfortable. I'd let the workouts slide. Maybe in Derek's eyes, I'd become a dull housewife. Did that justify betrayal? He'd chased me, vowed forever, promised loyalty at the altar. Now bored. He just swaps me out. My phone rang. Derek. "Olivia, I land tomorrow afternoon. What should I bring you from Denver?" His tender voice nearly brought tears. Once I'd have melted, husband bringing gifts from a business trip. Now I felt only revulsion. After a 3-day honeymoon with the mistress. Play the thoughtful spouse. "Derek, you deserve an Oscar." "Thanks, but I don't want anything." "You sound off. Coming down with something?" "Just tired." "Rest up. I'll make it up to you when I'm back." "Make it up? Like you made it up to Brielle." I hung up and checked the time. 1 day until he walks back through that door. I had to decide before then, confront or keep silent. I dialed Apex. If betrayal is the game, I'll play my hand. Divorce, asset split, consequences. Expect me to beg, cry, grovel for you to stay. Wrong. Derek. I'm Olivia, and I fight with dignity. You chose betrayal, now pay the price. 3 the next afternoon I parked myself at a cafe, waiting for Derek's plane to land. Flight tracker said touchdown. Give him an hour to reach home. I ordered coffee and flipped through the investigator's file. Every picture cut deeper. Not because I'd lost him, because I'd been so stupid. Across the room a couple laughed over lattes. Heads bent together. I remembered us like that. Once upon a time. WhatsApp pinged. "Home. Where are you?" I typed out, "Be back soon." I took a breath, paid, and drove back. The moment the door opened I smelled dinner. Derek stood at the stove in an apron, smiling. Perfect timing. I just finished. 4 dishes and soup, everything I loved. He pulled out my chair. "Sit. Rest. I'll ladle the rice." Old me would have melted. New me tasted only performance art. 3 days in Brielle's bed. Now redemption cooking? "You okay?" "Not hungry," he asked when I barely picked. "Maybe I'm just tired. Didn't eat properly while I was gone." "You've lost weight." He reached for my cheek. I angled away. "Derek, can I ask you something?" "Shoot. How do you think our marriage is doing?" He blinked. "Great." "Why? Really? You see no problems?" "None. We're solid." He set his chopsticks down. "Olivia, what's bothering you?" I met his gaze, searched for guilt. Found none. He could lie to the mirror and win. "Just wondering." After supper he shooed me to the living room and stacked the dishes. Water ran. I rehearsed my lines. "Oh, almost forgot. I grabbed you something." He emerged, drying his hands, and handed me a wrapped box. Inside lay a silk scarf, clearly pricey. "Saw it at the airport. Thought of you instantly." "Airport?" "He was with Brielle. When did he detour?" "It's lovely." "Thanks. Let me." He lifted the scarf, looping it gently around my neck. The gesture was tender, intimate, newlywed level care, but I knew it was all fake. It looks beautiful, really suits you. Derek smiled. Pleased. I fingered the silk scarf around my neck. The irony suddenly bitter. For his mistress he'd bought designer bags, shoes, necklaces, tens of thousands of dollars worth. For his wife he'd bought a scarf that cost a few hundred at most. That was the difference, was it? Derek, do you love me? I asked out of nowhere. He blinked. Of course I love you. Why ask that suddenly? Then would you do anything for me? Absolutely. As long as it makes you happy. So if I told you to cut Brielle out of your life completely, would you? The moment the words left my mouth I saw his face change, first surprise, then panic, finally anger. What are you talking about? Brielle and I are just colleagues. Why would you ask me to cut her off? Just colleagues? I sneered. Then how do you explain these photos? I pulled out the evidence that had arrived yesterday and spread the pictures across the coffee table, one by one. Derek's face went white. You hired a private investigator to follow me? Yes, because I suspected you were cheating. Looks like I was right. Olivia, listen to me. Explain what? I stood, pointing at the photos. Explain you two walking into a hotel hand in hand. Explain you hugging and kissing inside the room. Explain the thousands of dollars you spent on gifts for her. He stared at the evidence, speechless. And this. I held up the hotel receipts I'd found in his phone. 365 entries, an entire year. Starting the second year of our marriage. You kept this up with her. You went through my phone, he snapped. Furious now. Olivia, that's too much. His reaction made me laugh. I'm the one going too far. You cheat for a year, and when I find out I'm the villain, it was just a moment of weakness. A year is a moment. Olivia, I know I was wrong. I'll break it off. Let's start over, okay? He tried to hug me. I shoved him away. Start over. Derek, you think a marriage that's been betrayed can just restart? Why not? If we still love each other, anything can begin again. Still love each other? I stared at him. When you loved Brielle, did you ever think of me? When you two were in that hotel, did you remember your wife waiting at home? No, because you don't love me anymore. I walked to the window and gazed out at the night. Derek, let's divorce. No, he burst out. I won't agree to a divorce. I turned back. You don't get a choice. I've gathered enough proof. Your affair is undeniable. Olivia, please, just one chance. I swear I'll never touch her again. Your word is worthless, I said coldly, just like your wedding vow to stay faithful. Derek slumped onto the sofa, looking devastated. I felt nothing for him when he betrayed me. Did he care how I felt? No, so why should I care about his feelings? Olivia, are you really this heartless? 6 years together, 3 married. You just walk away? You let go first. I kept my voice calm. The moment you touched Brielle, our marriage ended. I picked up my bag, ready to leave. Where are you going? I'll stay at my mom's. I'll have my lawyer draw up the papers in the next few days. Take care of yourself. Olivia, he chased me to the door. You can't do this to me. I didn't look back. Downstairs, I realized I was shaking, not from fear, from rage. 3 years of marriage, over, and the man who caused it still dared call me heartless. Derek, you'll never understand. You were heartless first. For Mom opened the door late at night and gasped. Olivia, why are you back so late? Where's Derek? Mom, I'm divorcing him. I told her everything. Her face flushed with anger. That ingrate. He chased you so hard. Promised you the moon at the wedding. And this is who he really is. Sorry, Mom, for worrying you. Silly child. This isn't your fault. He's the one who did wrong. She hugged me. Cry if you need to. You'll feel better. But no tears came. My eyes felt dry. My heart numb. Maybe I'd prepared too long, been disappointed too often. Now there was only calm. Olivia, are you sure? Really going through with the divorce? I'm sure. I won't live with someone who betrayed me. Mom nodded. Then leave him. I support you, but I don't have a job. What do I do after the divorce? Don't worry. Mom will support you. We'll start over. Looking at her, warmth flooded my chest. At least I still had family. Next morning my phone rang nonstop. Derek. I ignored every call. Then the text started. Olivia, I was wrong. Come back. I've broken up with Brielle. Let's start fresh. You won't answer and I'm worried. Just tell me you're safe. Olivia, what we have shouldn't end like this. Reading them, I felt nothing. If he'd cared, he wouldn't have cheated. Words now were useless. That afternoon I met a lawyer, late 40s, professional. Sue, the evidence you provided proves your husband's adultery. You can claim emotional damages. Roughly how much of the assets can I expect? After 3 years of marriage, community property is split equally. Given his fault, you can request a larger your share. I nodded. When can we file? Anytime, but I suggest negotiation first. An uncontested divorce is easier on both sides. I'll try. Outside Apex, I got a WhatsApp from Maya. Olivia, are you okay? Need company? I'm fine. Papers are being drafted. Really going through with it? No turning back. Maya sent a hug emoji. I've got your back. Let me know if you need anything. That night Mom and I were eating when the doorbell rang. I opened it. Derek. He looked haggard, eyes red, like he'd been crying. Olivia, can we talk? Mom heard him, stepped over, her face darkening. You dare show your face? Aunt, I'm sorry. I know I messed up. I just want to talk to Olivia. Talk. After what you did. Mom, let him in. Some things need saying. Mom shot him a glare and went back to her room. Derek crept in. Olivia, sit. I've ended it with Brielle. I'll never contact her again. Can we start over? Derek, do you think love is a faucet? Turn it on and off whenever? You're furious. I get it, but we still love each other, right? Do we? I stared. If you still felt anything, why cheat? I wasn't thinking straight. A year of not thinking straight? He fell silent. Know what hurts most? Not the affair, the lies. Every night you said overtime. You were with her. Every weekend you rushed out. You checked into a hotel. Then you came home and chatted with me like nothing happened. I looked at him. What's your heart made of? Derek, how can you fake it so well? I didn't want to hurt you, but cheating wasn't hurtful. As long as I didn't know, it didn't count. I know I'm wrong. Truly, if saying I'm wrong fixed everything, we wouldn't need courts. I stood. We're finished. My lawyer will serve you tomorrow. No. He dropped to his knees. Olivia, please. One more chance. Looking at him on the floor. I felt nothing. I already gave you chances. Every time you said overtime, I believed you. Whenever you turned cold, I blamed work stress. I handed you endless opportunities. Each time you chose to keep lying. Now that you're caught, you want another chance? Olivia, I'm begging. Stand up. Kneeling solves nothing. Slowly he rose. You really won't forgive me? I forgive you, but who forgives me? Who gives back my 3 years? My heart. The life I wasted on deceit and betrayal? Derek had no answer. Tomorrow, I'll email the divorce settlement. Sign it. We part civilly. Refuse. And we meet in court. Olivia, must you be this cruel? Cruel? I met his gaze. You dare call me cruel? Who cheated first? Who threw us away first? While you spent the year with her. Did you care how I felt? When you two were tangled in bed. Did you remember a wife waiting at home? You didn't, because you stopped caring. Since you didn't care, why should I? Derek couldn't speak. Go. Expect my settlement tomorrow. Olivia, leave. I don't want to see you again. He looked at me a long time, then finally left. I sat on the sofa, exhausted. 3 years, finished. I wasn't sad about Derek. I mourned the girl who once loved him with everything. Next morning I emailed Derek the settlement my lawyer had drafted. He called immediately. Olivia, are you insane? House, cars, savings. You want more than half, plus emotional damages? Problem? I stayed calm. Your adultery, your price, but I'll be left with almost nothing. So, you can't be this greedy. I laughed in disbelief. Greedy? You spent tens of thousands on your mistress. And I'm greedy? That money was our community property. What right did you have giving it to another woman? Silence. Dislike the terms. Fine. We'll see the judge. I'll present every receipt and photo and let the court decide. You're threatening me? Stating facts. You've changed. You never used to be like this. You're right. I've changed. I used to be too nice, too trusting, which is how you fooled me for 3 years. I've learned no one will ever hurt me like that again. I hung up, breathing easier. Talking to Derek was draining. He dodged blame, painting himself the victim. That afternoon I began sorting my things. 3 years of marriage, and I own shockingly little. A few clothes, some cosmetics, a handful of books. Staring at the small pile, I realized I'd done nothing but housework for 3 years. No job, no friends, no hobbies. My world had revolved around Derek. Pathetic. A woman must never hinge her entire life on a man. I picked up my phone and started job hunting. 3 years out of the workforce, but I could still catch up. While scrolling through listings, the doorbell rang. At the door stood a pretty young woman, no guessing needed. Brielle, you're Olivia? She looked me over. I'm Brielle. What do you want? I'd like you not to destroy what Derek and I have. I was stunned. Excuse me? Derek says he'll break up with me to go back to you. But we love each other. You shouldn't ruin that. My worldview cracked. A mistress confronting the wife, accusing the wife of ruining her affair with the husband? Brielle, get one thing straight. Derek is my husband. You're the other woman, but he doesn't love you anymore. He loves me. Then why hasn't he divorced me? She faltered. He says it's not convenient right now. Not convenient? Or unwilling to lose half his assets? That's not it. He doesn't want to hurt you. Hurt me? I studied this naive girl. Know why Derek won't divorce me. Why? Because he's attached to the comforts of this home, to having me cook and clean for free. He likes keeping his convenient wife and secret toy. You're lying. Am I? Tell me. After a year together, when did he promise to marry you? Brielle froze. Has he introduced you to any friends? Acknowledged you in public? He says the timing's not right. Not right? Or never plans to. Brielle, you think you're his girlfriend. You're just his plaything. Impossible. He loves me. He buys me gifts. Gifts? I pulled out the credit card slips. You mean these? Every dollar he spent was our money, my money. So congratulations. You've been shopping with my credit card. Brielle stared at the paper. The color drained from her face. He told me your marriage was dead. That you didn't understand him. That all you did was blow his cash. Looks like he's the one doing the blowing, and it's not even his. Brielle sank onto the sofa. The words hitting her like punches. Brielle, you're young. Don't waste your pretty years on a man who already has a wife. But I love him. Love what? The lies. The con. He fed you the same lines. I love you. Here's a trinket. We'll have a future. So, 1 year later, what do you actually have? Brielle said nothing. A man who truly loves you won't bury you in the dark as his dirty secret. He won't leave you hanging for a year without a future. Do you honestly think that man is worth your love? Brielle started to cry. I thought he would divorce you for me. He won't. Unless he's cornered. He will never give up what he already has. Then what am I supposed to do? Walk away and start over. You're young. You'll meet someone who really loves you. Brielle wiped her tears. I'm sorry. I didn't know. You don't owe me an apology. I shook my head. We're both victims. The one who should apologize is Derek. After Brielle left, I sat on the sofa for a long time. I didn't hate her. She was just a young girl Derek had conned. The real villain was Derek. He had deceived 2 women, hurt 2 women, and still thought he'd done nothing wrong. A man like that doesn't deserve anyone's love. That night Derek called again. Olivia. Brielle said she met you? Yes. What did you say to her? She's breaking up with me. I actually laughed. Derek. You're hilarious. You claim you want to dump her and get back with me, yet you're heartbroken she's leaving. What exactly do you want? What do I want? I shot back. I want you gone from my life forever. Olivia, have you looked at the divorce settlement? If it's fine, we can go to the county clerk's office tomorrow. I need time. Fine, 3 days. If you haven't signed by then, I'll file for divorce. You'll face more than property division. Your reputation will be in shreds once everyone knows you cheated. He stayed silent for a long time. Got it. When I hung up, I felt lighter than air. Whatever Derek decided, I no longer cared. I just wanted this marriage over so I could restart my life. 3 days later, Derek signed the papers. We met at the county clerk's office and ended the marriage. The whole process was quiet. No shouting. No tears. Like 2 strangers stamping a routine form. You'll regret this, Derek said the moment the certificate hit his hand. No, I answered calmly. I'll only regret not divorcing you sooner. Stepping out of the building, I felt lighter than I'd ever been, as if I'd set down a suitcase full of stones. Maya was waiting at the curb. She ran over and hugged me. Olivia, are you okay? Perfect. Never better. Then let's celebrate. You're on. We hit a restaurant and ordered half the menu. What's next? Maya asked. Job hunt. Fresh start. A place to live? I'll crash at mom's for now. Once I land work, I'll find my own spot. Maya nodded. Holler if you need backup. That's what friends are for. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have walked through this without you. Cut it out. Friends don't keep score. Mid-meal my phone buzzed. Unknown number. Hello, is this Olivia? Speaking. Who's calling? Logan. From Oak Ridge. Heard about the divorce. Thought we could catch up. Logan. I placed him after a second. My old seatmate until his family moved away. Logan. Seriously? Yeah. I'm in town now. A mutual friend mentioned what happened. I'd love to see you. Sure. When? If you're free. How about tonight? I glanced at the clock. Works for me. After I hung up, Maya leaned in. Who was that? Oak Ridge classmate? Logan. A guy? Yup. Cute? Back then. Very. No idea now. Maya's eyes sparkled. Maybe your luck and love just showed up. It's just a friendly drink. Calm down. That evening I walked into the cafe and spotted him instantly. Same clear features. Only grown up. Olivia? He stood. It really is you. Logan. You haven't changed. Neither have you. Still gorgeous. Over coffee I asked, how did you hear? My buddy's a lawyer. Your case came up. The name Olivia rang a bell. I see. I heard you married a jerk and felt bad for you. The concern in his voice warmed me. Thanks. I'm free now. Good. He exhaled. So, plans. Want to interview at my Rolls-Royce. I'm the creative director there. I've been out 3 years. Doesn't matter. You majored in marketing. We need someone exactly like you. My heart fluttered. What should I prepare? Nothing special. Just be yourself. You'll nail it. Thank you, Logan. We talked for hours, memories. Life updates, easy and fun, the way it had always been. It's late. Let me drive you home. I'll grab a cab. No way. My mom raised me better. He insisted on dropping me at mom's door. I'm glad we found each other again, he said outside. Let's stay friends. Maybe more. When you're ready. Me too. See you tomorrow at Rolls-Royce? You bet. Watching him drive off, I felt safe, relaxed. Maybe this was what friendship was supposed to feel like. Inside, Mom was waiting. You're home late. Coffee with an Oak Ridge friend. Male friend? Mom, he drove you home. Must be handsome. I blushed. He's just a friend. Friends sometimes turn into more. You're free now. Keep your eyes open. I just got divorced. Remember? Fair enough. Good night. Lying in bed, I replayed the day. Divorced. Job prospect. Old friend. For the first time in ages. Tomorrow looked bright. Leaving Derek was the right call. My new life had finally started. 7 next morning I showed up at Logan's Rolls-Royce for the interview. The place was small, but buzzing with color and ideas, alive. The HR director, a woman in her 40s. Read my resume aloud. Sue, Olivia, marketing degree. But a 3-year gap? I became a full-time wife after I married. Think you can jump back in? I've kept up with the industry and studied on my own. I'm ready. She asked a few technical questions. I fielded them okay. Thanks. We'll be in touch. Logan was waiting outside. How'd it go? Okay, I guess. Waiting game now. Relax. It's in the bag. If it isn't, then I'll fire HR, he joked. You wouldn't. Not really, but you've got this. That afternoon the offer arrived. Base salary modest. Commissions solid. Most important, I had a job again. Logan took me out to celebrate. Congratulations. Manager Sue. Thank you. Director Jiang. Inside these walls, I'm still Logan, the friend. Dinner felt easy. So finally, I asked, why help me? Really? Because we're friends. We hadn't spoken in forever. He set down his chopsticks. Olivia, I had a crush on you at Oak Ridge. I didn't know what love was, but I knew I always wanted you beside me. When we moved I lost you, and I regretted it. Every girlfriend since felt incomplete. Hearing your name made me realize I'd been searching for you. Speechless. I stared. I know you just got out of a marriage. No pressure. Just wanted you to know the door's open if you ever want to walk through. Thank you, Logan. For now, we'll keep it simple. Friends. I started at Rolls-Royce the following Monday. 3 years away sounded huge, but jumping back in felt natural. Colleagues friendly, work fun, purpose restored, no longer someone's accessory. I was a working woman again. The feeling was intoxicating. Logan stayed supportive yet professional, strict when needed, helpful when asked, never crossing lines outside the office. A month later my first paycheck hit the account, small digits. Huge meaning, my first step to true independence. Maya demanded a victory dinner. Girl, you glow different now. Must be the job. And Logan, she teased. I mention him and you sparkle. Do not. Do too. He likes you back. By the way, I'm not ready. Fair, but good men are rare. Don't wait too long. The Friday he drove me home Logan said, company retreat next weekend, come. Count me in. Oh, your ex has been demoted. Apparently the board got wind of his personal conduct. Brielle must have dumped him and word spread. Serves him right, Logan muttered. I stayed quiet. Yes, Derek deserved it. But part of me still felt that odd tug of pity, maybe a woman's soft heart. You're not feelin'. Gee, sorry for him? Just find it ironic, he gave up our marriage for her. She left, and now he's lost everything. Logan squeezed my hand. Ancient history. You're writing new chapters now. Looking out at the night skyline. I replayed the months, finding the affair, filing for divorce, reclaiming my career, meeting Logan again. Life truly is strange. When one door slams shut, another swings open. Today, I'm happier, freer, stronger. Maybe that's what growing up really means. 8th the day of the Rolls-Royce retreat dawned sunny. We convoyed to Lakeside, mountains, lake, perfect air. Logan had games and team challenges lined up. Laughter echoed everywhere. At the bonfire that night colleagues started chanting, Logan, song, song, song. Right. I heard you're a great singer. Logan protested a few times, then finally picked up the guitar. Then I'll risk embarrassing myself. He strummed and sang Country Road. His voice was beautiful, warm and healing. I watched the firelight dance across his face, and something indescribable stirred inside me. This man is truly good. When the song ended, everyone clapped and cheered. Logan, who was that one for? A coworker teased. Logan glanced at me and smiled. For every beautiful woman here. Laughter rippled through the group. After the party, Logan and I walked along the lake. I had a great time tonight, I said. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. Logan, thank you. What for this time? For the job. For looking after me. For helping me find meaning in life again. Logan stopped and turned to me. Olivia, when you first came to Rolls-Royce, you smiled, but the light in your eyes was gone. It's different now. There's light in them again. My heart warmed. warmed. Maybe because I've found myself. Yes, you've found the real you. We kept walking. Moonlight spilled across the water like liquid silver. Logan, can I ask you something? Go ahead. If you hadn't moved away back then, would we have ended up together? He thought for a moment. I think so. We were just kids. But I knew I loved being with you. And now. He paused and looked straight at me. Now I'm surer than ever. Olivia, I know you still need time. I'm willing to wait. What if I can never accept a new relationship? Then I'll wait forever. He said it so earnestly my eyes stung. Logan, don't talk. Just let me hold you, okay? I nodded. He drew me gently into his arms, warm, safe. In that instant, every hurt felt healed. Olivia, whenever you're ready, I'll be right here. We stayed like that, silent, savoring the quiet warmth. On the ride back I sat beside him, emotions tangled. I knew I felt something, but I was still afraid. Afraid of being hurt again, of another betrayal. Maybe that's the curse of a woman who's been wounded, even when a good man appears. Instinct says protect yourself. What are you thinking about? Logan asked. Nothing much, just tired. Close your eyes. Then, I'll wake you when we're home. I shut my eyes, but didn't sleep, my mind replaying every word he'd said. He says he'll wait, but am I worth waiting for? I'm divorced, betrayed. Can someone like me still deserve this kind of goodness? When we reached my building, Logan walked me to the door. Did you have fun today? I did. Thank you. I'm glad. He smiled. Rest early. We've got work tomorrow. You too. Watching his car disappear, I felt 100 things at once. Inside, Mom was still up. So, how was it with Logan? Nice. Are you too? Mom, he's a good man, but I'm not ready. She pulled me down beside her. Sweetheart, I know you're scared, and that's normal, but you can't let one lousy man make you close the door on every good one. I know. It just takes time. So what do you think of him? Kind, gentle, responsible, everything good. That's enough, she said. Good men are rare. When you meet one, cherish him. I will. I just need time. Lying in bed. I thought maybe Mom was right. I can't let Derek's betrayal cost me every future chance. Logan is good, and I feel something for him. Maybe I should give him, and myself, a chance. The next day at work Logan was as caring as ever, but he never mentioned the night before. That restraint only convinced me further how rare he is. He doesn't push. He simply stays. After work I sought him out. Logan, are you free tonight? I'd like to talk. Absolutely. We went to a quiet cafe. I've thought it over, I said. I think we can try. He blinked, then broke into the happiest smile. Really? Really? But I need to take it slow. No rushing. Of course. We'll go at your pace. And if I do something wrong, tell me. You're already perfect. He reached for my hand. Olivia, thank you for giving me this chance. Thank you for waiting. From that day, Logan and I were officially together. Insecurity still surfaced sometimes, but his steady gentleness lowered my guard a little more each day. This time, I'd found real love, not possession, not deceit, but respect and understanding. I think this is the happiness I'd been searching for. Life with Logan was calm and beautiful. He never pressured me, always honored my feelings. At work we were colleagues, after hours, lovers, yet he kept the boundary clear so neither realm bled into the other. The more time we spent together, the more I treasured this balance. 3 months later, our relationship felt solid. Logan invited me to meet his parents. Isn't it too soon? I fretted. Not at all. I've told them about you. They're eager to meet the woman who stole my heart. What if they don't like me? They will. Trust me. His parents were warm and welcoming. His mother clasped my hands. Logan's never brought a girl home. You're his first. Aunt. You're too kind. I mean every word. She laughed. He's loved you since Oak Ridge days. We're thrilled you're finally together. Logan flushed. Mom, please. The easy laughter in that house reminded me of childhood, of what family should feel like. On the drive back Logan asked, so, how were they? Wonderful, warm. And you? What did you feel? I smiled. Accepted. I haven't felt that in a long time. Then let this be your home from now on. Truly? Truly. He pulled over and looked at me. Olivia, I want to marry you. I was stunned. I know it may seem fast, but I'm certain I want to spend my life with you. Logan, you don't have to answer now. Think it over. I stared into those sincere eyes and felt something overflow inside me. This man truly sees me as his future. That night I couldn't sleep, not from fear, but from an excess of happiness. So much had happened in one short year. Discovering Derek's affair, walking away, rebuilding, meeting Logan. Pain had paved the road to authentic joy. Life is strange. When you think everything has ended, it's often the start of something new. The next morning I called him. Logan, about yesterday, I've decided. And, yes, I want to marry you, to spend my life with you. A few seconds of silence. Then an elated really? Really? I love you. I love you. Olivia. Hanging up. up. I looked out at the morning sun and felt the world sparkle. 2 months later, we held our wedding, simple. Only family and close friends. Every face shining with genuine happiness. As I walked toward Logan in my white wedding gown, I wasn't nervous at all, only profoundly happy. Olivia, will you marry me? I will. I swear to love and protect you all my life. To never let you be hurt again. And I swear to love and stand by you through every season of our lives. We exchanged rings, kissed, and everyone applauded. In that instant I knew I was the luckiest woman alive, not because I'd found a perfect man, but because I'd found the man perfect for me. Afterward Maya hugged me. Seeing you this happy, Olivia, fills my heart. I couldn't have done it without you. You deserve every second of this joy. I finally understood what real love is. Not possession, control, or deception, but respect, understanding, companionship. It's having someone stand beside you when you most need it, pull you up when you're at your lowest, guide you when you're lost. Logan gave me that, and I learned to give it back. Today, I'm no longer the woman who defined herself through a man. I have my career, my friends, my own life. I'm with Logan not because I need him, but because I love him. That, I realize, is true love. 1 year later I discovered I was pregnant. When I told Logan, his eyes brimmed with tears. We're going to have a baby? Yes, we're going to have a baby. He hugged me tightly. Olivia, you've made me the happiest man alive. And you've made me the happiest woman. Will you quit your job? Not yet. I'll work until I'm showing. Whatever you want. Throughout the pregnancy Logan spoiled me. Breakfast ready when I woke. Foot rubs every evening. Watching him bustle around. I couldn't help comparing him to Derek, same role. Opposite realities. With Derek I'd tiptoed. Anxious to please. With Logan I'm cherished. My comfort his priority. A man who loves you treats you like treasure. One who doesn't treats you like luggage. One afternoon, 7 months in, I ran into Brielle. She looked haggard, dressed plainly, nothing like the glossy woman who'd once flaunted designer bags. Olivia, Brielle. We sat in a cafe. Silence stretching. You're pregnant? She asked. Gaze on my belly. 7 months. Congratulations. Thanks. A pause. Then she said, I heard you remarried. Yes, to a good man. Good for you. A bitter smile. Seems you're doing better than me. How are things? Not great. After Derek dumped me I lost my job. Burned through my savings. Now I'm a clerk at a small Rolls-Royce. Lousy pay. I studied her and, surprisingly, felt pity. She'd been the other woman, but she'd also been used. Brielle, let the past go. You're still young. You can start over. But I wasted my best years. Nothing is wasted if you learn from it. She nodded. I'm sorry, Olivia, for what I did. It's behind us. Your forgiveness means more than you know. We parted with her wishing me lasting happiness, and I did the same for her. Everyone makes detours. What matters is finding the right road again. The final 2 months I quit work and nested at home. Logan read to my belly, timed my walks, answered my every midnight craving. What do you think she'll look like? I asked. Hopefully you, beautiful and smart. Hopefully you, gentle and kind. Then we'll take the best of both. Labor Day, Logan paced the corridor more frantically than any expectant father. When the nurse finally placed our daughter in his arms, tears streamed down his face. Olivia, thank you for this perfect gift. She's ours, our little miracle. Watching him cradle her with such awe, I felt my heart overflow. The end.